Hey neighbors, in this video, Murphy and I are going to show you how to get crisp, nice, golf course style natural edges at your house and make all your neighbors jealous. They're going to wonder how you got them nice crisp edges, and you're going to keep it your little secret. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to share it with them. But check out this video and I'll show you how to do it. It's super easy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make crisp, clean edges, with Murphy's help, of course, in your lawn using only 2 tools and a wheelbarrow, okay? Here's the 2 tools we're going to use. We're going to use an anvil shovel and a weed eater. That's it. And all the dirt and all the trash goes in a wheelbarrow. We'll wheelbarrow it out. So what Murphy and I have done is cleaned up all the mulch out of the beds, so that we'll have a nice easy canvas to work with. You don't have to do that. If you have mulch in them, just push it back away from the edge and then start your cut as you go. So here's the anvil shovel that I'm going to be using today. It just has that nice, sharp, straight edge. It makes it easy to cut straight down and make that sharp, deep edge that you want in your lawn. Now, I've done it with round shovels and you can do it that way too, and that's fine. This, when I started using it, it just made it a lot easier. I recommend it. It's worth it. I think it's 15 bucks to get one. It's definitely worth it. So let's get into it. So you might be looking at my edges and saying, hey, those are already pretty deep. Those are already pretty sharp. I would take those. Okay, so mine's gonna be a little easier than if you're just now starting out, but it's the same process, okay? You're just gonna take your time and make them nice sharp edges all the way around. I like to make my edges about 4 inches deep. You don't have to go that deep, but I'm telling you that deep, nice edge makes a big difference and you're really gonna like it. It actually helps stop the Bermuda from growing past it as well. So it acts as its own natural barrier. So what Murphy and I are gonna do is take this shovel and we're gonna go straight down. And remember, if you're already starting and you don't have that edge, that's fine. Do the same thing. Make your edge straight down, and then we're going to come back at a 45 to take that chunk of dirt out and we'll put it in our wheelbarrow. All right, let's go. So get it right there on the edge and put a nice clean deep edge in there. I'm going about 4 inches down. And just work your way around. And don't worry if some of that grass overhangs. We'll get that with the weed eater in a second. We'll clean that up. Right now, we're just trying to clean up that dirt line. And this is maintenance you're gonna have to do probably about once a year. You wanna, if you want them really clean, sharp, deep edge lines like golf courses have. So just try to keep it straight down. Then what you're gonna do, once you get that whole edge, is you're gonna come back and hit it at a 45 and lift it up. Hit that 45, lift it up. All the way through. Super easy, nothing to it. Hit that 45. So let's see what we got here. That's a pretty good, nice, deep edge. Whenever Murphy wants to move out of the way, you'll be able to see it a little better. But we got a nice, good, straight edge, and that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna continue our edge all the way around. Same thing, come in here, straight down, and then come back at that 45. Don't be afraid to go nice and deep. So this just takes a little bit of maintenance throughout the year. Really, if you got an edger or you take your weed eater and weed eat around it, you'll be in good shape. Do that about once a week, I'd say, or every other mow, whichever one you prefer. And you'll see how your ground's growing to see how often you need to do it. Well, you'll see how your grass is growing. Your ground doesn't really grow all that often. All right, so we just made it around the whole circle. We cut the straight edge, then we cut the wedge edge, and now all we gotta do is pull that out. You can use a shovel, whatever you wanna use. To me, honestly, it works easiest for me to scrape it with the shovel and then use my hands, get a little dirty, and that's okay. So check this out. Murphy's gonna help again. I'm just gonna scrape a little bit into a pile, and then we can come back and clean those edges up in a minute. So you got me a good pile here. You can use your shovel, scoop it up. But for me, you just get a little bit dirty. You can get your dog to help you, like Murphy is. And just scoop it up by hand. Put it in your wheelbarrow. Working our way all the way around our circle. Just getting a little bit dirty here. You don't have to. You can just pull it all up by hand. Look at that. Because you cut the nice wedges out. And now you're just getting rid of the dirt. Murphy's helping eat some of it away. And that's helpful too, I guess. Probably not healthy for him though. We got the Ryobi battery-powered weed eater. Now this is where Murphy's help could be a little dangerous to him. So we're gonna ask him to not help for right now. And I'm gonna edge this up with the weed eater just to clean up that grass line. Let's see how it goes. Murphy's very interested in helping. He always likes to help, but this is a time where we can't use his help. So what we're gonna do is stand on the outside of your line, invert your weed eater, and you're gonna go right along this edge, just like this, cutting a little bit of grass as you go. Just running it right along the edge. You got a dog, wait for your dog to move. All right, so that's just one round with the weed eater. I'll probably go around one more time just to clean it up even more. But look how much sharper that guy, just from one pass with the weed eater. That's starting to look good now. Murphy, what do you think? I think Murphy likes it, yep. Yep, he's gonna chew on some of those edges to sharpen them up. So we got the edge pretty clean here. Murphy's helping bite off some of the grass that was still hanging over the edge to help sharpen that edge up. He's really particular when it comes to details. So he's gonna chew that edge and make it really sharp. And now the only next step is we're gonna put down the mulch and we're gonna run it down to the bottom of that edge. A lot of people make the mistake and they over pour their mulch all over the edge and they ruin it. You wanna see that sharp, nice edge, even a little bit of the dirt. You wanna see that? I'm telling you, when the grass grows in, which this is some dying out ryegrass, hopefully. When that Bermuda grows in, right to that edge and you sharpen that line up, you're gonna look like you're ready to putt some golf balls around your perimeter. All right, we got our mulch staged here. All we're gonna do now, rip the bags open and start putting mulch in here. Let's check it out. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting with Murphy, because he loves to chew on all of this wood. And I just like to use my hands and spread it on out. Use whatever you want. Use a rake if you want. Now check out this edge. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a pile of this mulch and I'm just gonna push it down into the bottom part of the edge. Watch Murphy, he's helping. We're gonna get it down to the bottom of that edge. Now I'm not coming up to the top of the edge. I'm just going down to the bottom. So I'm keeping it real thin as it goes down to the bottom and pushing it away if it piles up too high. Find your edge. That's the important part. The rest you can just kind of smear out however you want. But once you get to that edge, check it out. We're just gonna use our hands and bring it right down to the bottom of that so you can still see that sharp, nice dirt line. I'm telling you, that's what makes the difference. If I piled it up, check this out. If I pile it up to this edge, you just don't get as good a definition as you do when you spread it out, and that is gonna look beautiful. We'll just continue doing that. And if you got a helper like Murphy, then you're in good shape, because he's gonna help spread this mulch out for us. This is the finished product. Not looking too bad. I may not be the best at making edges, but I make them work pretty well, and you can do the same. You could probably do better even. So just get out there and make your lawn awesome this year. See y'all. So there you have it. Murphy and I just finished the back part of the house. We still have one more side to go, but with Murphy's help, we were able to go slower than we ever have before. So thank you, Murphy. You get this tool away from you since we're done. All right.